got your cell phones handy, you may want to enter this number. Area code 347. We'll do this again throughout the day. 347-614-2765. If you text this will go through Twitter and will end up, if Stephen Harper knows how to work a BlackBerry, it will end up on his Twitter account. So, 347-614-2765. Now, one other thing, we are using a gas-powered generator, and we understand that fossil fuel use is maybe not something you wanted to use, but Terry's sister-in-law used her air miles to buy trees to offset all the carbon being produced today. So when Stephen Harper won't do anything about the environment, at least we will. Speaking of which, nice segue, Erich Jacoby-Hawkins is next, and he gave me his bio on a grocery list. I love this. Community volunteer leader with Living Green Barrie, the Alliance to End Homelessness, the Central County Alliance to End Homelessness, the Barrie Film Festival. He also writes a column for the Barrie Examiner and is the candidate, the federal candidate, the provincial candidate. Is going to be municipal candidate this time too? Okay, no. For the Green Party of Canada, Erich Jacoby-Hawkins, everyone.
Thank you, Don, and thank you again to everyone for coming out today and showing that this matters to everyday Canadians like ourselves. And the funny thing about this prorogation is how many different reasons have been given for it. It's to give the government a chance to recalibrate, whatever that means, so we don't get distracted by the winter. So Harper's shuffled cabinet and blown up on their new portfolios. It's to this, it's to that. But all of these shuffling reasons are just excuses. The real reason is to avoid accountability for the cover-up of mistakes made in Afghanistan. The government has been putting forward a smokescreen of excuses and accusations. They said they didn't know. Unrespected diplomat Richard Colvin said they did. They denied he had warned them. He proved he had. They tarred Colvin as a Taliban sympathizer, a terrorist group. Then he proved that other countries' officials were telling their own government and ours the same thing as he was. The committee learned the Red Cross and sent warnings as early as 2006. The Lawyers Against War had provided legal briefs to all MPs back in February of 2004. The signs had all been there. The lies were running out. The truth was in danger of being revealed. So Harper pulled the plug. The House of Road, MPs sent home. Peter Kingsley, chair of the Military Police Complaints Commission, was succumbed from his job before he was finished. His death stayed empty. We've seen the same happen with the RCMP. Paul Kennedy, chair of the Commission for Public Complaints, was finding a number of serious problems and reporting on them. He too was dumped with no permanent replacement expected anytime soon. Canada plays a serious role in the world stage as a peacekeeper and rescuer. Countries like Afghanistan and Haiti need to trust us, so they need to know that we play by the rules. Nobody expects us to be perfect, but what Canadians need to know and what other countries need to see is that when we screw up, we fess up. Yet that's something our government isn't good at. Well, they can screw up. They can screw up with the best of them, but they don't know how to fess up. Instead, they cover up. And that's not transparency, that's not accountability, that's not democracy, and that's not why we elect our MPs. This is not a partisan matter. It means that Canada failed to live up to our obligations under the Geneva Convention and other human rights treaties going back as far as 2002. If any party is at fault, it would be the Liberals as much as the Conservatives. But by covering this up, the Conservatives have drawn the blame to themselves. And this isn't the fault of our troops. They do us proud, they do what we tell them. If we give them bad orders, it's not their fault. But when the going gets tough, they stay in the fight. They don't pack up and go home just because it's stressful, it's inconvenient, it's a hassle. So how come Harper could just cut and run? We elect MPs to make wise decisions, to keep a close eye on what our government, our bureaucracy, and our military are doing. And right now, they're not doing it. We need them to get back to work. This is not a drill. As our MPs sit back to watch the Olympics in paid comfort, home theater, by satellite at the local sports bar, or from front row seats in Vancouver. Keep one thing in mind. Democracy is not a spectator sport. Stay involved. Thank you.